What's up, my fellow YouTube subscribers? Welcome to the review of the HTC Desire 526. To start things off, the 526 was announced July 2015 and was released August of 2015, so it's been out for quite some time. It's a 4G LTE handset specifically for Verizon. It has a 4.7-inch QHD capacitive touchscreen that supports 16 million colors and has a pixel density of 540 by 960, which equals to 234 pixels per inch. It's also a fingerprint magnet, but you cannot see because of the angle of the phone. It has a 2 megapixel front selfie camera which records 720p HD videos, and at the very bottom of the handset it features a front firing speaker. On most devices, the speaker is usually found on the back. An advantage of having the speaker on the front of this device, however, is that you won't muffle it when you lay it down as opposed to other devices. Moving on to the back of the 526, we have its primary camera, which is an 8 megapixel autofocus camera which also records 720p HD video. Right underneath the camera is its LED flash. Popping off its rear casing, we gain access to its 2000 mAh battery, which is user removable, which is always a nice thing to see on these types of devices. Then we have its micro SD card slot. The 526 will support up to a 256 gigabyte SD card, which is insane. You might want to pick up a SD card because it only has 8 gigabytes of internal storage, with around 3.42 gigabyte user available when you first pull it out of the box. The device has 1.5 gigabytes of RAM as opposed to only a full gigabyte on some other devices, and it really does show when switching in and out of applications. Platform wise, the handset runs a quad-core 1.1 GHz Qualcomm Snapdragon 210 processor with an Adreno 304 GPU and a Cortex A7 CPU. I have downloaded Geekbench 3 as well as Quadrant, so we'll start out with the Geekbench, and I will go ahead and skip ahead to when it is finished. Alright, Geekbench is just finishing up here, and we will go ahead and take a look at the results. So for the single core score, we got a score of 298 with a multi-core score of 972, which isn't bad considering the price point on this device. Now let's go ahead and take a look at Quadrant, shall we? And I will skip ahead as well. Quadrant is just about done with its testing, and we'll go ahead and take a look at the score. We are done, so let's go ahead and see how it scored. It scored approximately 10,539 with a CPU of 36,556 and a memory of 3,045. Not too bad. Now, you might be wondering about gaming on this device. To test it, I have downloaded Temple Run 2. And I'll go ahead and skip ahead with this one as well, so we don't have to wait through the process. Now that Temple Run is finished, let's go ahead and play. Oh, that was my fault. I wasn't looking at the screen. Gaming is quite pleasing since there is little to no lag with this device. I am sorry guys, I am not looking at the screen, but I am off camera, but I guess I'm just forgetting to tilt when I'm supposed to. As you can see, gaming is just fine on the 526. Going back home, little to no lag. This device also runs HTC Sense 7.0 along with Android 5.1 Lollipop. That is pretty much it, guys. I'll see you again in the next one.